What is this? Offline TV on the chess meta. What is this?
If you get like one more strike, that.
Okay. Let's go here. Okay. Let's see. Is volume too loud? I think it's okay. Okay. Let's do some reaction. All right. What is this?
If you get like one more strike, that literally be like checkmate for you. Speaking of checkmate, recently a massive explosion in popularity in Twitch. What are your thoughts on the resurgence? Resurgence, is that a word?
Okay.
Yes, that is the correct word.
Correct.
So, Michael and I tried out chess a few years ago.
Look at Skara. Sorry. Oh my gosh, look at Scar. He just breaks out laughing. This is just too funny.
So, Michael and I tried out chess a few years ago.
I saw.
I
was watching
saw too.
Hikaru watch you guys.
You're welcome.
It was so bad. It was like, I consider myself a relatively, fairly, intelligent person most of the time.
Why is Scar laughing? Scar is just like dying over there in the bottom right-hand corner. Like, what's wrong with him?
You good?
Not the last.
Sarah?
Yeah, I'm good.
He's allergic to bullshit.
and then Michael and I played chess. My faith, like, I felt so stupid, for lack of a better word, just stupid. But what about you guys? Have you played chess? Like, have you?
Skara, you can go
Leslie,
first.
you're in the Pogchamps.
I am in the Okay, well, that's so. Chess is hard. I I don't play chess, and then one day Albert Boxbox was messaging me, or he comes onto my stream. He's like, "Want to play me in chess?" And I was like, "I'm so bad." He's just play me. I'm like, "Fine." I play one game, I lose.
Well, first thing I will say here is that, like, in terms of Boxbox, like, Albert is on a different level. He's somebody who took lessons as a kid. He played in some tournaments, so already, like, that's a bad measuring stick to begin with.
The next day, chess.com emails me and said, "Do you want to be in our chess tournament?" And I was like,
Wow.
So I don't reply. And then Hikaru messages me on Twitter the same day, says, "Hey, are you going to be in the chess tournament?" And I was like, "What?" So then I said, "I have no experience." And he said, "That should be fine. Let me double check." He goes, "It's fine." And I was like, "Okay." So I did it. And then that's why now I'm a massive regret. I have so much anxiety every day about this stupid tournament.
But it's great, right?
I don't know, man. It's like you think backseating in like other games is bad in chess?
Oh my god.
Like,
True.
Chat. Pawn to e5. E5. Why she do that? Sorry.
I can like hear their screeches, and like I thought I was crazy for almost crying one time because of how mean people were to me in chess. And then, but then I watched Janet stream, and then she started crying in her stream too. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not alone. Like, I got overwhelmed too. So she's like, it doesn't help when you guys are just saying she's so bad it hurts, like, and I was like, that's the same shit I get.
And then like even if you say she's so bad.
Well, I mean, frankly, that's the same shit I get when I play Valorant as well. So it's all fair.
Here's why the fuck you watching, okay? You turn the stream on. You're choosing to watch a Twitch streamer who's clearly not that great at chess, trying their best. Like, why type? Oh my god, they're so bad. It's so painful.
Yes.
I'm like actually a grandmaster in my own like. Sorry, that makes me so like,
exactly.
Like, why say mean things like that? Like it just.
I think it's all strategy games you get backseat, and chess is even worse because chess, someone can literally pop up an engine and be like, that was the wrong move. They could literally turn on fucking like the super AI and be like, yeah, this AI calculated you blundered there, and you don't know.
When we play chess, like, they tell you your blunders and mistakes and like where you went wrong, and I'm like, I didn't know. That's a very good site. Like, there was a wrong move, like, like
a wrong move. Yeah. You thought it was more subjective than.
Well, I mean, it's not even just there's a wrong move, but there's, like, literally a wrong move, like, for a fact in chess. Like, it's not the same thing. Like, I mean, if I play Valorant and I aim terribly and my crosshair is garbage, that's fine. But it's not, like, that's just, like, improve your aim. It's not something where it's, like, flat out, you're right, you're wrong. It's, in a lot of games you don't have that same kind of obvious, there isn't like the 100% like right or wrong. You don't have that in a lot of these other games. So it's very true.
I
Yeah,
No,
it's
all
not.
computer can calculate everything.
Right, it's not
That's
subjective.
so funny.
You can like predict the optimal game with a chess engine.
Wait, so
chess
I have an
engine.
idea. What if you're versing someone, right? But then you verse a computer, right? But you do what your opponent would do and see what the computer
They
does.
do that.
And then you do the computer move
they do that.
instead.
Yeah, that's called cheating.
That's called. That happens
That's called preparation, isn't it?
a lot.
Yeah.
Like, to play around that, a lot of people play faster chess. Like, you can't really do that if you're playing like
Blitz
blitz,
chess.
you know, because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like
I see.
even to move the pieces and like
Oh,
wait
during
for
the
thing
game,
to
during the
update,
game. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it'll
Sorry,
take
okay.
a lot of time.
Yeah, true. Okay. That's it. Oh yeah, I thought it was being 5-head,
That's
but
your
I guess
chess.
people have done that already.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think
the first computer to like beat a human was like 20 years ago, right?
Oh.
Like it was before computers were like
True.
oh. Wow, we have unlimited minutes. That's
Nice.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, good job,
What
Lily.
happened?
We have
just the
unlimited
pop-up.
Zoom minutes.
What the fuck? Okay, whatever.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, they figured out how to beat humans in chess like a long ass time ago. Well, in
I think-
1980s.
It also helps that chess is so it's universal, right? Like
Okay.
anyone can play. It's not like video games.
It
It's
is
just-
weird. Like, oh, go ahead. No.
No, go. You
no,
finish your thought.
no. Okay, just the fact that all of us like, have at one point played chess in our lives, it's weird to think that when we're kids, like some point
Tammy.
we're like chessboard and someone teaches us. It's like a
Tammy.
classic game.
Yeah, this is a very fair point. That yeah, it's true. Like that's what makes chess so different than a lot of games. Is like when people are kids, chess has that exposure. The number of people who get exposed to the game is so high. Like even if you don't really play it, the number of people who know of it, it's I feel like it's uncomparable in terms of games. Like there's sports obviously that are bigger in terms of like the base, but in terms of actual games, I don't think you can say there's any game that's as popular as chess. And I don't think it's even close. Because like you have to have like you just need like a basic board and pieces. That's all you need. And I'm trying to think of a comparable game. Like I mean maybe something like Go, but that's obviously an Asian thing. Checkers probably is the closest thing. Yeah, checkers is probably the closest thing. But as we know, checkers and chess they're not compared in the same way. I think probably checkers is the closest thing to chess. Let's keep going.
200-year-old game, by the way.
200?
I think
Just
so. Yeah.
200?
Wait,
I thought
wait,
it was older.
Wait,
Oh.
oh come on, Scar. Whoa, wait a second. Is Scar gonna disappoint me here? Did he really just say 200 years old? Wait a second.
In our lives, it's weird to think that when we're kids, like some point
Tammy.
we're like chessboard and someone teaches us. It's like a
Tammy.
classic game.
200-year-old game, by the way.
200?
I think
Just
so. Yeah.
200?
Wait,
I thought
wait.
it was older.
Older.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
wait.
what I was
I
thinking.
thought it was like 1500.
Wait, I'm gonna
It
look it up.
originated like in India,
Oh,
right?
1,500 years. Sorry.
Yeah, that sounds
Oh
right.
my-
Sorry. I seem to have made a little bit mistake.
Oh my god! And Scar is supposed to be the best chess player out of these people, and he's like 200-year-old game. What a papega!
Take it. Anyways, like, I think chess has been crazy. Like
200, 1500. What's the difference? Yeah, I mean, who cares about like 1,000 years in between when everybody was busy killing each other? I mean, what's it matter anyway?
the evolution of chess on Twitch is like, okay, is it QXC? It's XQC, right?
Yeah, XQC.
XQC started playing chess with Nakamura, which, by the way, it's like insane that the best chess players in the world stream on Twitch. Like,
That's so
like,
funny.
Crazy.
Magnus Carlsen literally was considered to be like potentially the
Best in
best
the
chess
world.
player of all time. Fucking memes on Twitch, like here and there. Like he fucking plays while drunk and like fucks with his opponent. Like he gave his opponent like 9 free moves, started the game and still beat him. Like it was just and like Grandmaster, and it was like it's like to see those types of like talented people come in and like interact with each other. Like XQC is like 900 rated player, and like Hikaru on that website is like 3,000 rated. Like he played me, and I played chess before. Like when I was really young, I played like in my middle school years for like 3 years or something. And like I went to like the state championship. I got like a trophy for placing 14th at state. I'm not very high rated. I think I was like 1,100 at the time. For a really small, I was like, okay, it wasn't bad. And like he beat my ass. It was 1 minute to 10. he beat my ass in 30 seconds. And then afterwards, I was like, wow, it's like you bullied me like it was like the playground, and like you took my lunch money. And he told me, he was like, I think I can go faster. So the next game, he gave himself 30 seconds and beat me in 16. And I was just like, holy fuck. I ended my like sessions with him there, and I was like, I need to go die.
Take a
like,
break.
yeah, he's that phenomenally good. Like the skill difference is that wide, you know?
That's so
That is
cool.
impressive. Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
cool, not cool. Yeah.
You have to think so many moves ahead, and I can't. I just do whatever.
When you see his clips and he's like calculating the best move 15 moves in advance, you see the arrows, you're just like, this guy's a fucking like maniac. He's actually like a genius.
Have you seen him do puzzles? He does puzzles like so like his chat play, or I don't know, like the one time I was watching him do puzzles, his chat's like, let's play a game. Let's see if we can spot the king before he finishes the puzzles. And I actually tried. Like I'd look at the board, I'd look for the king, and by the time I found the king, he'd like solve the puzzle. And I was like, what? And then he just go back to back to back to back to back to back to back, like 40 in a row, no mistakes. And I was just like,
because like
I quit.
he's like the number 1 or number 2 at like blitz chess. So like at the fastest version of the legal chess, he's the best at it in the world. So like.
I mean, this is too like this is turning me into ego Andy. This is terrible. This is terrible. This really is like, this feels like total ego Andy. Like this really does feel like ego Andy.
He sees the board state instantly and makes a decision.
Chess is so interesting. I also really, I know this is kind of off topic, like the aesthetics of chess. Like, you know, the king, the queen, the winner. It's like I don't know, I like that a lot.
Me too.
There's been a lot of, you know, pop culture that comes from chess, right?
All right.
I can see why it got really popular.
But real talk.
I'm probably not gonna play it, but
yeah, real talk. Chess is popular right now for one reason, though. I feel it's because
no games.
There's no good multiplayer games right now this year, and it hasn't been for like a year and a half, I think, or a year. Like there was like the golden age was like probably like League of Legends still popping, Overwatch came out, you know, stuff like that, where like there's like really good games. Like I think right now it's like aside from Valorant, every other game failed. There's no good MMOs, there's no good multiplayer games. Literally everything else is like kind of terrible. And there's only good single player games out right now. Like Last of Us 2 is coming out, Cyberpunk's later this year, like Witcher 3 was earlier years. Like there's lots of good ones like that. But like there's like no multiplayer games. And it's really embarrassing, like the top categories of multiplayer games are like, aside from Valorant, are like chess and like a 1500-year-old game and Minecraft. You know, it's like a 10-year-old game, like a 15-year-old game.
Interesting take. Interesting take. I think there are many things that go into it, but I think that certainly is part of it. I mean, I think it's a combination of many factors, I would say. First and foremost, I think a large part is that many people are nostalgic about their childhood. So because of the broad reach and the exposure, did I watch Carson's new video? I don't know what that is. Someone can maybe link me to it. But I would say I think a large part is a lot of people have been exposed to it, so they've kind of forgotten about it. And then when it becomes popular, it becomes that snowball effect, like just the rock. You're pushing the rock is just coming down the hill, where it's like everyone sees it. It's like, oh yeah, I played it in middle school. I played it as a kid. Like all of that, I think, plays a very big role. Secondly, I think, yes, the fact that it's such a simple game is hugely helpful. It's very, very helpful, because even if you've never played it, the rules are so simple that you can get into it very quickly. So those are the two main things. I think obviously COVID, nobody being outside the house plays a role. But I think it does have a point that there aren't any multiplayer games out right now that are very good. And obviously, what do you have? I mean, you've got Valorant, but I mean, Valorant is just not very attractive. And I've seen some people like Ludwig try to argue that Valorant, I think, is going to become, that it's actually going to be big, or maybe that was Devin Nash who was saying that. But I'm very skeptical that it will. And if there's nothing really coming out, then that makes sense as well. I think it's a combination of many different things all coming together at the right time. But again, you guys, we will see, of course, going forward, there will be Pogchamps 2 coming up. So there's going to be that, obviously, and really, really looking forward to that. Get the whole grind going again with like XQC and all the gang and everybody playing chess again. So that will be coming up in the near future. I'm not going to officially make comments on it yet, but it is coming up. So all right, you guys. So that's a pretty good video. I think I actually like that quite a bit. Although Scar